Yes, so we're here with Mr. David Adeleye. How are you, man?
Good, my friend. How are you, bro?
I'm good, thank you very much, man. I'm good. How's training going?
Good, good,
how
good.
you feeling?
Yeah, good. Training going very good. You know, do what we've got to do to get that done. August 16th. Yeah.
Big time, man. It's going to be like a game-changing fight for me.
It is.
What I feel. So,
It is.
like, do you see anything different in occasion compared to your old fights, your only other fights you had previously?
Not really, if I'm honest. It's all the same stuff, right? Just a different opponent. That's the only thing that's different.
Yeah.
No.
Interesting. So, I wanted to ask you, when you first started fighting, what was your parents? What were your parents saying? What were they really saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm Ghanaian.
Yeah.
And from what I know of West African descent, they will be like, hey, be careful.
Yeah.
Someone's going to finish you. Like, they will try and...
No, you know what? When I first started boxing, my mum was just like, look, do it. I think it was just anything to stay out of trouble. But she just didn't really know if I was going to take it serious.
Okay.
My dad was like, you're going to do it for that. I could tell that. I was like, nah, you know, guys always want to do something.
Yeah.
But my dad watched my first ever amateur fight. And from there, the dynamic changed. He was like, what? Like, you have to continue doing this. By force. So, yeah, we ended up just staying on it. And then, yeah, look, the plan was all to be in the position I'm in now. So, I got maybe support the family. I find it kind of crazy because I hear stories of people fighting or something and their parents never knew.
Yeah, hidden, yeah.
So I find it kind of crazy because it's like, don't you have that sort of, you want to have that relationship with your parents, man, where you want to, they know what's going on, right? So, and where do they keep the boxing gloves? Where do they keep their fight kit if they had their parents?
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Just leaving it in the shed or something.
In the shed or something, yeah. Sorry, man. Oh, I'm just cleaning.
I'm just, yeah, you know what I mean? Why are there boxing gloves there? I don't know you can throw away like. So, yeah.
No, that's interesting. Do you feel when you're fighting, you have a responsibility to win, or any pressures of my family are here? So, for example, when I first had a fight, when you first had if someone's standing that's your family, then you feel like, okay, I need to.
I feel like that all the time, to be fair. But like I said to you, like I got such a supportive family. It's like God and have fun. Like my mum, my dad, like go have fun.
Yeah.
You know, there's way more to life type thing. But they see it from a different sort of perspective, I suppose. But then it's like they see it for me, and like you're a son.
Yes.
We just want you to be happy.
Yeah.
And we want you to be safe. That's the main sort of priority.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah,
that's their prerogative, I suppose.
Okay, interesting. So do you ever hear them? You know, when you're fighting, do you ever hear subconsciously your parents?
It's funny, I was talking about my pops the other day when my dad's jab, his head is here, jab. You know what I'm saying? My dad doesn't say any advice like so. But my dad likes the fighting aspect. He likes
That's
it.
good.
He grew up with the same sort of, like he grew up back home in Africa, he come over here, so it's like, yo, you gotta fight. If you're gonna show what you're about, you have to fight. You know, so yeah.
When you are in training camp, food-wise, how do you manage temptations from families saying, come and have some Nigerian food, come and have some Nigerian it's just small.
Good question, that's a good question. You know, I think you kind of get used to it, right? So them temptations kind of start to just turn off because you're not having no sweets, you're not having no juice, you can't have no really oily food. So look, I've got a chef that makes the food for me, so obviously I suppose I'm privileged in that sense. I don't really need to think about it. I think when the food's obviously been brought to you, this is what you're eating.
Yeah, you just eat it.
You're content rather than if you was doing your own food, you might sit there and think, oh, what can I eat today? And then that's when you probably start thinking,
work with
that rice there will be good, or this food up there will be good. But yeah, look, food just being put in front of you, I eat it, and that's it.
That's alright. Okay. Yeah. Any cravings during training camp?
I've got a little sweet tooth, if I'm honest.
Okay. What's your go-to?
Nothing, squashies, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't really like sweets, kind of like, innit? Just squashies, right? Yeah, I don't really eat sweets, just squashies, but I like pizza though.
Oh, that's your,
I like
okay, so
pizza.
when you finish your big fight, that's your go-to.
Yeah.
Or what pizza place?
Domino's, but you know what? So the first time I went to Saudi, I wasn't even fighting. I went to Saudi to watch Jake Paul fight on the field, and I had a Domino's from there. Ended up being one of the worst Domino's I ever had.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, it was very, very bad. Like, it was very bad.
That's interesting. I thought you were gonna say it's nice. Everyone talks about it.
Very, very bad. Like,
Ah, man.
I was like, what? So now, obviously, after I beat Hercules, I'm thinking, I can't even get a Domino's inside anymore. The food over inside is very good.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, the food is very good. It's pure. It's proper pure.
Yeah, exactly. Saudi, Dubai, they're quite good. Okay, yeah.
I just think I must have went to the wrong pizza spot at the time. So.
And then it caught. Okay, cool.
Maybe it wasn't even Domino's. You know, sometimes you got their own little thing.
Yeah.
Domino's. Got fake
same
side
colours.
there, and the same colours, same font, and it all.
You're like Domino's.
Yeah. So,
oh man. Okay. Do you have any natural nerves as a fighter? So. We can take it back to like school days, your first ever fight. When you had a fight as a kid, you get that kind of nervousness.
I suppose it was always
get that, or like
everyone gets some
excitement, adrenaline.
Yeah, everyone gets it to some degree. It just depends on how you channel it and how you take it. You don't really take it as nerves though.
Yeah.
Imagine you're in lunchtime, someone's like, yo, read you off to school. And they know you can beat the person. You're not going to be nervous, but the next 2 periods, you're like, yo, this guy, I'm making shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, it ain't necessarily nerves, it's just about channeling it, it's energy.
Yeah.
So you get a different sort of energy, which, you know, the things I can put up with now, I wouldn't put up with in a fight, they will fight with me now because it's like, I'll put my energy into something else. So, yeah.
How would you say your relationship with Adeleye been since being with him? How would you say?
Very good. Yeah. I think, I suppose you only see what, like for me now, you only know who I am from what you see online.
Absolutely.
It goes back to like when you watch a movie, for instance, like, and you see a character and that's pissed you off, you see him in real life and you're angry with him. It's like, what is that? I suppose for me, people see me online and they see a certain sort of persona.
Absolutely.
Once you get to know me, you start to pull back the layers, you start to see the sort of person I actually am. So, in Adam seeing all me, I think Adam was just peeling back layers, seeing who I am, seeing what I am, seeing what I stand for, and going off that. But yeah, I think me and him gel very well. We've got the same sort of morals as well. Look, man's old enough to be my pops. He's gonna hate me for that, but yeah, he's old enough to be my dad, so I gotta give him that sort of respect. He's like my friend at the end of the day. So as long as that level of respect, then I think we're always gonna be good.
That's a very good saying.
Yeah, some people are your friends, some people ain't. I think you talk to them different. It's like with parents, right?
Yes.
No matter how close you are with your parents ain't your friends.
Absolutely. They're not your
No
friends.
matter how close you are, I can call out my mum and dad now and tell my mum, yo, this is what we're doing and that, but there's always got to be a level of respect there. So my mum, my dad.
I mean, the amount of times from young I've heard, I'm not your mate.
Yeah, me, we're not intimates.
You're not age mates. Who's your age mate?
Exactly. So, we're the same age, so like, I got to give them that respect.
And in speaking about Adam, I'll go with the other fighters. You being the younger, more up and coming main heavyweight fighter of the generation, and there's a few others, the older fighters, the AJs, the Furies, all the older fighters, would you say they've been helpful on your journey?
Definitely, I think they paved the way, right? There's a saying that I grew up with is you got to learn from the people before you so you don't become an example for the people after you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
that's nice.
you see how people do it before you, you learn of them, you see what they do, certain things. I suppose you learn of everyone because there's certain things we learn from Ali that was fighting in the 70s.
Exactly.
Certain things we learn of from Leonard that was fighting in the 80s. Certain things we learn of early Tyson in the 90s and then the Lewis and Fisher in the 2000s. And then it goes on to the Josh and the Fury in the 2010s. So we're always learning something, right? So you just take different things from different people.
Absolutely.
Put it in your own sort of thing.
I was going to do like a little fire shot question. So I was going to ask you a series of questions about an ideal fighter. So I'm going to say right hook. You choose any fighter and you tell me who would you like, your favourite right hook you've seen. So that's his right. I would love to his right hook. Yeah. So we might as well start with right hook.
This is meant to be a quick response.
Yeah,
right?
you can think about it if you want. Either one.
Right hook. There's a lot of people with good right hooks. I'm just thinking about right hook. You know, good right hook. We go cut.
Very, 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 very vicious. That's
Yeah.
Left.
Left hook.
Left hook.
I saw it.
Yeah, I see what's up. No, I take that. Don't matter what hand, jab. Who's got the best jab?
Holmes, Larry Holmes.
Easily.
Yeah, Larry
Yeah,
Holmes.
that's the heavy one. IQ.
Floyd.
Okay. Footwork.
Ali Usyk.
If you have to choose between one of them, who are you going for? Ali Usyk.
I'll say Ali because Ali back in the day was doing 15 rounds.
Yeah.
Doing it in the heat in Zaire, when the fact he did Foreman. Obviously that fight was only 8 rounds, but it just shows that the condition was a bit different. So yeah.
And speed.
They calm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very well said.
And I'll say for the straight right, Cakesbro had a mean straight right.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Definitely.
a mean straight right. Lennox Lewis had a good right hook too, but I mean, Lennox Lewis's butt, I know he used to always touch and whip the uppercut.
Yep.
So yeah.
Last question. Who is your all-time great fighter? Who's your fighter that you just, that's the person you've always been like, no, that's my guy, I wanna.
Ali, man. Ali because of what he stood for as well.
Yeah.
That was a good fight. He talked his shit back to up.
Yeah.
Outside of the ring, he was a good person. I love a lot of fighters though. I look up to a lot of fighters as well, where I see what they kind of do. But Ali doing it at a time is unheard of. He's doing it at a time where it's not. Mad. They're all going to go through it. Are they going to get you down for it, or they're going to praise you for it? So it's got to be Muhammad Ali.
I actually got another question. Actually,
Fire away.
if you were in boxing, what would you do? And to add to that, would you say boxing helps the mental health aspect of like life? So even when we come into the boxing gyms, the feeling, boxing wasn't away.
Helps your mental. Helps your mental. If I wasn't boxing, what would I be doing? That's a good question. And it's funny because I've got a degree, but boxing's obviously been the only thing I've thought about since I've been of a certain age. So I genuinely don't know what I'd be doing if I wasn't boxing. Hopefully it's something productive, but we never know. But I'm here doing something productive.
Absolutely. Who do you
But
support?
if I wasn't boxing, I suppose everyone would have had to be scared. Boogeyman would have been outside there.
Long day.
I'm telling you.
Long day.
I don't team I support Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal boy. Yeah, grew up supporting Arsenal. So
How do you think you're going to do this season?
God willing we do good. I mean, brought in some new players, so Arteta, man, show us something different, baby.
Do you reckon Saka's still going to be the main man? Or
I
now
hope
you
so.
got so Gyökeres?
No, I think Saka's got that sort of fan base and love. He's like, you know, when you go into certain things, Saka, he goes in there, I can tell the chefs will say hello.
Yes, Saka's like everyone's son, you know?
Do you know what I mean?
The dream
People
son.
that clean in the boot.
Yeah.
So I suppose for him, he's kind of solidified in Arsenal. So,
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And the actual last question.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go anywhere to
Ellie's
fight,
looking at us like.
So-
it's fine.
the last, I was gonna say, if you had to fight anywhere in the world, atmosphere, where would be your ideal stadium to fight? And
Lagos.
if you had to fight against anyone, dead or alive, who would it be? So Lagos is the location, and who would you love
Mike
to?
Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson. He's got that. He's got that. So we both.
So,
both would be barking at each other. You know what I'm saying?
so the eyes.
Yeah, Ali, I wouldn't want to fight. He's the sort of person that you go to for advice. Like,
Yeah. You know what you mean?
Yeah. He's a great human being. So I would like that Lennox Lewis fight too. But I think in terms of the build up, me and Tyson would be one of them fights where it would be one of them fights where we both charging at each other. So yeah.
My man.
No man, it's a pleasure, man.
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
questions. I
I
love good
appreciate
questions as well, man.
I appreciate
All
it.
good questions.
How can you do that African click? That's crazy.
That's with it. It just happened. You know what I mean? Let me see your uncles. It just happened.
I wanted to do a quick face off.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, yeah, let me sit back down. Sit back. We do a face off like that. Look.
Yeah. Oh my lord, I'm not serious. Thank you so much.
Nah,
man.
good.
Oh,
I'm a good one.